And we're just going to do a quick sound check here before we go live. Jesse?
Sound check, sound check, sound check.
I'm just going to sound check that one more time.
Sound check two, sound check two, sound check two.
Hey, good afternoon, and welcome back to Ace's Legacy. We've been off for a couple of weeks. I'm Paul, and of course, with me, as always,
Folks, I'm Jesse K, very loud Battletech guy, and Paul's handler.
handler, agent, and, well, we'll leave it at
Chief apologizer.
Chief apologizer.
We're back from Anime North. What a convention.
That was a lot of fun.
That was pretty great. If you folks didn't have a chance to pop by and see us, I hope you see some of the stuff that we posted on our Discord, on our Facebook. It was the top of the Battletech sub on Reddit for a few days. What a board.
Yes, that was Les Mandeville, Underground Painter Desk, and myself for about 4 weeks. Les did some heavy lifting with the 3D print, and we got those giant ships in multiple pieces, and then I had to put them together, do a lot of body work with some auto body filler to get them nice and smooth, sanded down, then base layers of paint put down on them, and then over back to Les for the final highlights and touch-ups and weathering, and same with the aerospace fighters and the little patrol boats, which I should have brought out with me, actually, that Les made. I mean, next week, we will put a smaller version of that board here with the aircraft carrier, and we'll reenact that exact scenario again. So for those that did not know what we were doing, we had a mech scale aircraft carrier, actual whole naval base on a fleet, yeah, complete with mech scale dropship to go with it. The board itself was 8 feet by 6 feet. It was the largest board we've ever built. We ran not only the main event on that board, but we also ran 2 introductory games on that same board. So we have multiple people playing at different levels at the same time in one giant cohesive kind of scenario with other scenarios kind of ad-libbing and supporting it for the newer players. It was a lot of fun, We're going to be bringing that same scenario to SobsCon June 14th at Torchlight Games with the Catalyst demo team. Fun fact for those that watch The Magnificent Seven, we will also be filming Season 2 that weekend.
Can't wait.
That weekend.
It'll be a busy weekend, but can't wait.
It will be. So if anybody is attending SobsCon in the Toronto area at Torchlight Games, Randall Bills and Big Red 40 Tech will both be there in the afternoon with us to play Battletech, hang out, have a good time for a few hours. So if you are in the Toronto area, make sure you get out.
Also, we'll be there. And,
Yes.
we're not small bits either, but also just want to say a huge thanks to all of the Folks Events team who came out to help us run that event. That's not something that just the old hands here could have done on ourselves. Everybody chipped in such a huge part.
Big thanks, of course, at SobsCon. So we hope you guys come out to SobsCon and get the Aces demo in. There will also be Classic Battletech tournament there and regular Classic games and a bunch of other events as well. Also to Joe. Joe, you might know from the show here. He did a lot of the Battlecom stuff. He does appear occasionally with us on the Aces stuff. You'll be seeing more of him in the near future. And last but not least, Covery Henny at Adepticon was actually complaining that his foot was sore. And it turned out he had a severe hairline fracture for the last
He's been off work for a little bit of a while.
A little bit of while. He's been in a walking boot. He can't drive. That's why you haven't seen him on the show for a while. So we're hoping Henny gets back up and rolling soon. We'll hopefully see him by midsummer back in the studio. And we'll just double check and see. It might just be on your end, but we'll double check it.
Yeah, we're going to double check video quality. I also want to say thanks. Some of my guys from the weekly Wednesday Armored Combat in Midtown Toronto at the Hairy Tarantula. A couple of those guys have started to get real deep into the stuff. Stuart and Matt came up to help us out as well. This is one of my favorite things to do here with Folks Network. The events team is to build that events team as people come out to our events, to the cons or to the games at the stores or whatever it is, and folks start to learn how to play. Then they start teaching it to others and sharing the joy. And when we find people who are really immersed in that, who are really good at it, who really want to be doing it, we invite them along, and all of a sudden we've got new people running Aces decks. We've got new people bringing things together. It's just a blast. And but what I'm getting at is thank you to those folks, but also to those of you watching at home, to those of you who are just sort of. And from there's always room for everyone to spread the joy, whether it's working at a con or a table up. And we're so happy to see it. It's a blast.
Yeah, the community involvement from even 3 years ago to now, I've noticed, at least in the Toronto area, a lot of them, that people from the convention that we had met were popping into the game store to buy paint to paint the box sets they had bought.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool to see. So, anyways, what do we got here tonight? I'll flip through the board, and Jesse's going to give you an idea and a snapshot of what it is we're going to do.
Sure thing. So what we're doing today. We're testing a couple of different things that's going to be coming in the upcoming Aces boxes, but one of the big ones is a new way to just some tweaks to the rules for artillery. For specifically long-time cannons today. So the scenario that we've designed today, it's the Blakist era. We've got some Shadow Division guys here, and we've got some Fox's Teeth, McKinnon's Raiders, the Federated Sun Special Forces. They have snuck in to approach this air base to mess some stuff up, but mechs they have don't quite match up to the mechs that the Blakists have, which is why they have bought some experimental, at this point in the timeline, Rommel howitzer artillery pieces. There are still some Steiners who like the Davians are able to get their hands on that. So, which is why they have bought some experimental, at this point in the timeline, Rommel howitzer artillery pieces. There are still some Steiners who...
Sounds good to me. I guess we can get going here. We will start, I would assume, with initiative. Jesse's controlling the Aces deck. We'll go to the overhead angle, and we will roll off. I'll use my usual unlucky red dice.
I will start with red as well.
And I got a whoppy 4. I'll use my usual unlucky red dice.
I will start with red as well.
And I got a whoppy 4.
5.
5. Here we go.
Alrighty. I will start with red as well.
And I got a whoppy 4.
5.
5. Here we go. So first and foremost, we will. What do I got here? I got my catapult. My catapult is going to. It jumps 8. Right? Catapult is going to. It jumps 8, right? I think this is a good move here, like so. And we can go to the ace. Aces deck.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna do a quick double check on that for you.
So what I think we might do here, guys, I am noticing it being a little bit choppy on our end. I think it is our internet connection. what I'm going to do is I am going to stop the stream and I am going to restart it, okay? Give me 5 minutes and I will get this rebooted. We do apologize. I don't know what the drag is caused from, but give me 5 minutes and I will get this rebooted. We do apologize. I don't know what the drag is caused from, but I am noticing it here too with the camera delay when I'm switching things on the stream deck. So we will be right back. We do